Hey guys, I'm just doing a little check today and I'm looking at everything. I think it must have grown some overnight because these lima beans were not this big yesterday. Look at that. And it wasn't this many. So I think that just like me, look at that. We're going to be picking these off by next week. They appreciate the cool weather. And which is good news. I'll be happy to get these off of here next week. So I'm looking up here too. I'll be happy to get these off next week too. As a matter of fact, I'll be happy to get this tree pruned all the way back next week. Cut it down, get what I'm gonna get off of it, and look forward to next year. So just doing a quick walk around because it's about to be dark. And I waited till now to come outside. But the lemon trees are looking good. There are no flowers. But it's a lot of new growth on there on both. I don't know what the flower one is for that. I think it's in the winter. And these Christmas pole beans, it looks like I need to get a trellis up or something, tomato cage, something up for these. Look like I need to do that pretty soon. If I don't forget, I'll get to that tonight. This okra plants, they're actually starting to get, I think these are little okra plants on them. If you want some okra and you live around here, let me know. Because I don't know how to cook it. And unless I take it to Nate, the guy who does our fish. The tree kale is growing nicely. I'm going to keep them covered though. I don't want the white moth to get to them. This little tomato, I broke this off. It was a sucker. I accidentally broke it off of a plant and I just stuck it in here one day and look, it survived. Not only did it survive, it's growing. And my experimental sweet potatoes, more tomatoes. Now these are those yellow ones, tomatoes, little tomatoes, and those are more of the I believe those are the black strawberry tomatoes. And then I have black-eyed pea vines growing along the side of those. So I'm looking forward to those, and hopefully they can hold out for another 2 weeks before I need to harvest. A bunch of onions are coming up. I don't know if you can see them, but I like onions. These are some potatoes we just planted. No germination yet, but it's probably coming. And there's another, I believe, cucumber. I think I just stuck that in there one day because I dropped it. It's either a cucumber or a squash. More experimental sweet potato here. And this was an experimental bush bean. Now, I'm not really sure, but I think Mr. Wright put some red potatoes in here, so I guess we'll find out in the next few days. And so just finishing all of my July plantings. They look good. These were beans, more beans here, of course, on the table. I think this is actually a good spot for planting. And then my kale and collards, they look really good here. More 1,000-head kale. I moved the two over here and it seems to be happier. And then I have carrots germinating here. Little tiny carrots, about this long. So that's good as well. So I'm just looking at my lemonade green stalks. And I see the potatoes that I have in here have germinated, which is lovely. Because when these potatoes are done, it looks like almost every pocket is beginning to germinate there. And here also, they're coming up nicely in here too. When these potatoes are done and germinated here, I'm going to plant my garlic in there and just let it sit over the fall in both of these. So just keep walking quickly. These tomatoes, they look good. They probably got a chance to relax over the past 2 days because we didn't have 100-degree temperatures. And supposed to go back up really hot and humid tomorrow, but I'm glad that everything got a chance to take a break, at least for the past 2 days, including this corn. But corn likes hot weather. We'll just add that to the corn that's in the freezer. And also these potatoes. Now, this is the potato bag that I have been digging the little small potatoes out of and replanting in that lemonade green stalk and some other places. And then I took the whole potato plant, and I replanted it. I thought it was going to die, but look, it didn't die. It came back to life. So whatever I planted, or whatever it was that was left over, I'm wondering if it started a whole new plant or a whole new harvest, because it looks almost as good as this one that's beside it. Look at that. Let me take that off. More sweet potato experiments. Look at these cucumbers. It's my July plantings that I just planted. They look pretty good, and I have lots of flowers on them already. I wasn't expecting that. These are supposed to be bush varieties, but look, they're climbing. So I'm not sure if I should put another trellis, and let it trellis over the bush beans down there, but I might just end up doing that. And I see lots of bush beans down here. I'm not going to pick them out yet because I am still canning, but I do see a few down here. I'm going to get them maybe tomorrow or Saturday after the rain. Ginger looks pretty good, and I see more ginger plants starting to come up. And you see more July plantings back there. Everything looks good. Now, pretty soon I'm going to have to do something with those brassicas. And I think that because they don't mind the shade, I mean everything likes the sun, but like these brassicas that I have planted down there, because I don't think they mind the shade too much, I might replant them in here and then cover them with a with some kind of mesh. I might do that in this bed. I have this empty bed here, and I believe this one is going to be empty soon. And I have this broccoli that I planted in the spring still here. A couple of broccoli plants. I also have some tomato plants that look like their family starting to grow. Look like those evil olive tomatoes. I see one tomato here. I'm going to go ahead and take it off. And look, there's a cicada. I'm going to go ahead and take it off because I really want to see what's going on with this plant, or if I need to move it or take it out. It would make sense to leave it there if this is all I'm going to get. And especially this pea vine right here. So I have collards, I have kale, I have lots of different cabbage, and I want to put them in the ground and get them covered before next weekend. So I have some decisions to make, even when it comes to these couple of potato plants that I left here. Now they look like they're dying back to me. So I will probably take them out soon. So if I take the potatoes out, move this stuff out of here, except for the Malabar spinach, and also, well, this one is already empty. I would just have to refresh the soil and then plant. And this bed has been covered with plastic for a few years now, so it's been fallow, and I shouldn't have any problem growing anything in there. Now, if push comes to shove, I'll just build another raised bed, because these things that are planted out here, down here, in these green stalks, they're not growing nearly as fast as the stuff on the table. I mean, they're doing okay, but they were planted first, and the stuff on the table over there are outpacing it. And we're also going to cover this this is corn. I'm going to put some trellises up on the top, and then I'm going to cover it before the end of the week, so, and take the top off so that it can still get water, but I won't have any pest pressure. And looking at the sweet potatoes that I planted first that are starting to die back, I don't know. I'm very curious. Like, I want to dump one of the boxes out. So these, like I said, were planted April 18th. What was that?
One of them bug things.
These were planted April 18th, and so were those over there. So it's been only 90 days. I'm going to try to leave them in the boxes for like another 20 days, 30 days, to see if I can just make them a little bit larger. And that celery, I probably take that celery and dehydrate it. It has good flavor. Dehydrated. So yeah, everything looks good. Let me get this cucumber off of here because it looks like it wants to turn yellow. And let's see, any more? Okay, there are no more. So this green stalk is down here on the ground. I am thinking about what I'm going to do. I have thought about what I want to do with it. Now, in some of these holes, I did plant sweet potatoes just a few days ago, and you see they're growing. This one is growing. This one is growing. It's very small, and I put one over here, very small. But the rest of the empty pockets, I'm going to take everything out, so I will have a lot of extra empty pockets down here. So I might put some of those brassicas up there into these pockets, and I want to do that next week also. I got a lot to do next week, or maybe I'll do that this weekend. But I also put some cucumbers in here. You see some bush variety. I think they call them, I'm not even going to take a guess, but something I just ordered and just put in here last week. So they're up already. Oh, I remember. From Homestead Heart, I ordered some small red beans. It only take about 60 days that I wanted to plant. I ordered them on July 15th. And they're not here yet. And I haven't heard anything about it yet. I don't have any updates. So hopefully I can do that. But if not, I'll go ahead and start planting my brassicas. And this bed right here is empty also for brassicas, because these two are in pots sitting directly on top of the dirt. And then over here I have, well, no, I put sweet potato vines in here, I see. And these are just a part of that experiment, so they're not going to be ready anytime soon. So I'm not going to be able to plant in there anytime soon. But so when this is done, maybe the garlic will go down in there. I'm not really sure. I have to go in the house and plan it out. More of those experimental sweet potatoes are here, along with some bush beans and experimental sweet potatoes in there with those prime and black eyed peas. So I got a lot of planning to do. But I'm not complaining. I'm glad the harvest isn't too big today, because I don't feel like dealing with it. This is all I'm picking off today, unless I walk past and see something else, which I really don't. I think it had just really gotten too hot out here for anything. So I'm looking down in here to see if those potatoes have started. Mr. Right here put some potatoes down here too. Nothing has come up, and so I'm wondering if this is even a good spot at all to plant anything. But like I said, this tomato plant right here is in a bag, so I could literally move this bag and put it on the lawn, and then I'll have about I don't know, maybe 8 square feet. I could put some of those brassicas in here also. And then I have this whole empty bed here besides these few tomato plants. So I have this space. I need a map. I need a plan. And I guess I better come up with one soon. Okay, so guys, if you have a better plan, let me know. And I look forward to it. Okay, have a good night. Thank you.